this is Sweet Nothings with your host Sugaman, also known as James. That's my real name. Just here to give you guys a little update, just a little podcast. I got to keep it going. I said I was gonna record an episode with my friend today. I'm not sure if he's gonna come do that today, so I'm just doing this so that way I have some sort of content. Sorry that you're gonna hear a fan in the background for a second, but yeah, it's hot in here, so I gotta have the fan going. But I'm in my sunroom right now. I got my nice little aloe plant to the left of me, along with my new little bonsai tree. Next to my little fountain I got in here. Just sitting here. About to medicate real quick. But yeah, I went out today and we didn't know what to do, so I was gonna try and go to like some wildlife refuge or something. That's what I thought it was, or I don't know what I thought. I thought it was like a recreational place, but like more wildlife than like river, So I was like, all right, let's go check that out. So I took off today at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to leave a little earlier, but it is what it is. Because it's so hot, so I go out and I drive out there. It takes me about like 30 minutes to get out there, and I'm like, okay, pulling up. I'm like, this doesn't look like some place that like it would be very like naturey, like it was near a river, yeah, but like I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? And I get to my destination, and it's the fucking office for the wildlife preservation place, and I'm like, oh my god. So I was like, alright, well, so I just wasted half an hour, and I should have just went to where I normally go for my walks. Oh, excuse me, fuck. Should have just went where I normally went, which is over at the Ripon River, over by the Honda Hills. That place is pretty fun to go for a little walk, but yeah, I just want to try something new today. But yeah. So, yeah, on my way back, I was just cruising around, Dude, you ever hit... Oh, my God. So, as I'm, pulling up to that wildlife place, I, look away for 2 seconds, and I hit the fattest fucking pothole to where it sounds like... it's like, boom! And it's like, holy fuck. What the fuck, dude? It's like one of those, it makes your fucking heart drop. I had to turn down my music and everything, just sit there in silence for 5 seconds. I'm just like, actually way longer than that, because after that I just listened to everything around me. But yeah, I just turned my music down and I forgot I had it off, and I was just listening and looking around, and I was in the backwoods, in the back part of where I live, the outskirts, roads I've never been on before. It was a pretty cool road, but I was like, I don't feel like I should be out here. But there was no signs or anything saying I shouldn't be there, so that was good. And turns out my tire was fine, my rim was fine. I got out and checked it, went and drove for a little while, and brought it up to freeway speeds. I was good to go. So, but when that shit happens, it's so scary. I probably fucked up the suspension or something. I might have blown the shock out from hitting it so hard. So that's one thing I am not looking forward to discovering. But it felt fine. Yeah, on the way back, then I found, I was driving around and see all these signs for people who are having garage sales. And I was like, oh, sweet, a little garage sale. Sounds like fun. So I went and just checked them out, and I found this old jewelry box, I guess it is. Yeah, it's a jewelry box for sure. Or I guess it is. It is a jewelry box. And but on the outside, it's got that cool marble-esque looking cover. It's dark black and gray, marble looking. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? The classic drug box that you see. Someone's like, hey, you want to smoke some fucking cigars, or here's what I got, and they open their box, and it's just hell, it's weed, cocaine, all that. They've got everything under the sun. it's like, it looks like that. And I'm like, dude, I want it. And I was like, how much? So $2 on the sticker. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I'm going to take all the inserts out, clean it out, make it real nice, and then maybe put new inserts in it. But I was like, that's my new drug box. And I don't care what you think. But, yeah, so I got that. And then I went around the corner and found another place. I was selling some shit. Had some, like, art and some model cars and whatnot. And I bought the most random thing ever. I bought one of those, like, porcelain fucking, like, Christmas houses that you get, like, for decoration for Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? And then, like, it has, like, a little switch where you can light it up on the inside. It's like, oh, sweet. I was like, how much do you want for that? They're like, $2. I was like, sweet. So luckily I had $4 in my pocket, and I got both of those. And I had 20, but, like, not many people, you know, you go to a garage sale, have change, so it was lucky that I had the exact amount. And I was going to go look for another garage sale, but I was like, nah, I got to keep that 20. And then, but yeah, so I guess I'm going to try to get that jewelry box all fucking, sorry, I was pouring something out. Let me start that up. So I'm going to get that jewelry box all sorted out and get everything out of there. And then I was going to start putting my weed up in there, my marijuana. And, yeah, I think it'd be cool. Take some pictures of that. And if I don't end up doing that, maybe I could resell it because it was only $2. If I can make it look nice, do some like cool design, make it worth it, maybe someone will buy it up. I don't know. Oh, you know what I want to do is I always thought this was cool. It's like I could put like a mirror in the jewelry box, like if someone was actually going to use it for that, like if I was going to refinish it or whatever, put a mirror, like so when you open it, you could actually see yourself when you put the jewelry on. But I don't know. It's just a weird idea. Anyways. Give me 1 second. Sorry. But yeah, or what I wanted to talk about a little bit today was I've been having to go out to Gilroy for my jobs lately. And dude I was working for, like the foreman or whatever, he had me out there, the biggest nerd ever, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, because I am too, so I'm like, that's dope. He talking to me about like Magic the Gathering. He like plays it on his computer. You could like fucking play like a trading card game on your computer. I was like, that's cool. And he like used to play World of Warcraft and shit, and like he's big into that. But like, dude was a fucking dick sometimes. Like, he would like, I don't know, like, I was just getting in my own head, but he's just being a smart ass. Like, he'd be like, oh, I gotta sign your thing real quick. I'm about to head out. And I was like, who signed my thing? Like, I didn't understand what he said because he's like kind of mumbling. He's like, no, I have to sign your thing. No one signed it. And I was like, oh, yeah, go for it. And he's like, I was like, how would someone have already signed it? I'm like, I just didn't hear you, dude. I'm like, and then, like, he asked me to, like, put the copy, like, around his trailer by the generator. And I was like, okay, just throw it around the corner for sure. And he's like, in my little hatch thing. I was like, okay. And I like to ask questions just to double check. Like, I'm not, like, I pretty much understood what he said, but it's better that he showed me anyways. But like when he went over there, he's like, oh, here's the generator and here's the hatch, and he like lifts it up and like does like a hand gesture like ta-da, like there's it at. And I just gave him a big old thumbs up. I was like, thanks, brother. Like, all right, dude, like, I'm not stupid. Like, sorry that you have to leave early because you're going to a fucking queer convention. Like, my bad. But sorry you gotta leave early. And it's like, why you gotta be mad? Like, but like, and then so I sit there, and the second time I went out there, I was like, I brought my Nintendo Switch because literally went out there the other day, sat out there, did nothing for 8.5 hours, just sat in my truck and like, quote unquote, inspected what they were doing. Like I watched them, but like I didn't have to really verify anything. Just inspected them, put down some rock, some some aggregate base fucking shit, some rocks. They put down some rocks and they laid it down and they made it look like it's about to be a road. Anyways, fucking. So after that, so the second day I brought my Switch because I was like, well, if I'm just gonna be sitting around all day, I'm gonna play some video games. This time I was only there for like 4 hours and actually did some tests and like did some testing. And then, but I was waiting for them to be done so I could test at the end. But then they just leave at like 12:30. It was just like, oh no, they left at like 12, and I didn't realize till like 12:30. I was like, I thought they were coming back. I was just like, okay. So like I started driving around like looking for them, and they were all gone. And then where they needed to have me test, like there was just a big pile of rocks, like not flattened out at all or compacted. So I was like, okay, well I'm not testing that, so I guess I'm done. So I just fucking left, and I was like, all right, done for the day. But dude, tell me why Gilroy is such a weird place. Like, who the fuck? Like, everyone's like, oh my god, Gilroy's so cool. It's like, dude, Gilroy sucks. It's just a fucking. It's like the valley of the bay. Like, it's just a little shithole. And then, dude, oh my god, I've never seen so many signs for garlic ice cream. It's like, garlic ice cream, garlic ice cream. Oh, 10, and then avocados 10 for $1, but that was with the purchase of garlic ice cream. It's like, damn, bro, you guys are pushing that garlic ice cream. Like, oh, here. It's like, oh, please buy it, please. No one wants to buy it. I know you want avocados, but buy our garlic ice cream. It was crazy. I was like, dude, they're fucking. It's like, oh, you just like walk up, oh, because the avocado, like 10 avocados for $1 is like hella big, and then like the with purchase of garlic ice cream is like super tiny. It's like, what the fuck? It's like the fine print thing, like so they fucking reel you in, like, oh, because everyone comes in for the fucking avocados, and they try to pull some fucking fast shit, like, oh, well, since you're here. You know, well, you can't get those avocados 10 for $1 unless you buy some garlic ice cream. So you might as well buy the garlic ice cream because that's only $3 or however much it is. It's like, dude. It's like, what if someone's like allergic for the garlic ice cream and they just want the avocados? I don't know. Then they're like, nope, can't do it. It's going to be $35 for 10 avocados. Yeah, I just thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I get a lot of slow time for work sometimes, and it's not always the best, but, you know, it is what it is. It happens. I've been trying to go out to the freaking lake lately, or go out to the wild. That's why I went out and did what I did today, but it's like, oh, I just got to this fucking office for wildlife refugee, and I was just, okay, I'm not in the right place. Mentally and physically, no. But yeah, so I just drove around instead. It was fun to drive around. I just felt like I needed to do something, get something done today, but there's really nothing for me to do. So just chilling, big chilling today. Trying to pump out the podcasts and keep them going, keep people interested. You know, I don't always have an interesting story, but at least, you know, gotta put something out there. They're gonna keep getting shorter and shorter, I guess. I don't know. No, I want to keep them at least 30 minutes. I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. What happened in this week? What happened with the life of James, old Sugaman? What's been going on in his life? Shit, honestly, just fucking struggling with bills and whatnot, but that's about it. I went and saw recently, it was a whole orchestra. It was Andre Nickatina, like, hosted it. He, like, put it on. There was like a whole like orchestra like set on to play his songs. It was so cool. It was unlike anything I've ever heard before, honestly, because like it was all my favorite songs that I had like grown up listening to, like Lost Hawks, saw Gangsta Cry. There was a bunch I can't remember. There was he did a Since '84 tribute for Mac Dre. He did. There was a lot of songs that he played that were super instrumental. Like as I was growing up, you hear like feel like the originals were super instrumental, but then you get to the orchestra and it's like tenfold. It's crazy. It's nothing. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like you hear the original melody in the background. It's kind of like the bass melody and kind of like the bass notes, like boom, bum 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 ba-da-dum bum, bum 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 bum, bum 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 ba-da-dum bum. But then you hear like all the other instruments just fucking accompanying it, like doing their own thing, like it goes crazy. Like, and it was like not even that big of a venue, so it was perfect. Probably, I don't know how many people were in there. I would say, if I knew how to count, I would say like 500 to 600 people in this venue, something like that. Nice venue, and it was just the way they did the visuals, like they had like lights and everything for it. It was and like you could just hear like one time there's like when there's a drop, like everything just stops and like you just hear like the cello and he's just doing like a long bass draw. It's just boom, and you could just hear it and feel it vibrate the whole fucking theater. And it's like I was a couple drinks in and whatnot, but like that's about, and a little high, but other than that, like, dude, like, I'm not like, I was like, I need to be on like psychedelics or something for this. I need to get some mushrooms. Like, this would be fucking crazy. You just be feeling that, whoa, and you're like, oh shit, oh god. And then, yeah, it was something else. I went with my buddy Joe. Oh, he was having a great time. He got pretty drunk. That was pretty funny. And then we were just walking around San Francisco, because that's where what's his name? That's where Andre Nickatina is from, is San Francisco. Then, but yeah, those songs are so good. So anyways, yeah, after the show, it was only like an hour and a half. Oh, sorry, in between, I tried to go and get like beer and like bring it back up, because I was like, it was like I don't know, I just wanted to go get beer, and they're like, oh, we can get beer, but you have to drink it down here. You can't go in the theater with it. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's like, gotta just like respect the music, bro. Just go listen to it. And I was like, that's awesome. I was like, that's really cool. So I was like, whatever, we'll just do it that way. And we went back. I went back up there, and I finished the concert. So then afterwards, I'm sitting there, and we went to the bathroom. I'm not sitting there. We went to the bathroom, and I get done first, so I walk out, and then I'm waiting for my buddy to be done, and we just so happened to be next to backstage. So I was like, all right, well, let me go back, like, see if I can catch someone from backstage. I was like, I walked, there was like one of the doormen there. I was like, hey bro, like, is Dre still back there? I was like, you think I could like say what's up? And he was like, oh dude, he's actually up front. And I was like, oh shit. So we go up front, and like he's just walking through the lobby, like taking pictures of people and whatnot. So dude, like I got it's so funny, like I got I was kind of starstruck, but not really. Like I've been around. He's a cool dude to me. Like I respect him, but like I still wanted to get a picture with him, because I was still kind of buzzed. And I was like, I'm determined to get a picture with this guy, because everyone was. And I was like, all right. So my buddy was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, when's the next opportunity you're gonna get to see Andre Nickatina? So I was like, fuck yeah, we're doing this. So I fucking I go up, and I'm like, hey bro. I'm like, Dre, what's up, dude? Andre, like, can I get a picture? Like, we're just walking around the crowd, and like, I'm ducking and dodging and weaving, like, trying to get through the crowd, like, because there's so many people. And then Dre, like, I was like, can I get a picture? And he said yes. And then he puts his arm around somebody else. Someone fucking swooped in and took my spot. And I was like, motherfucker. And so it's like, he was about to like get to the end of the lobby, and I was like, one last time, I just fucking got kind of loud. I was like, Dre! And he was like, kind of looked at me. I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean to say it like that. I was like, I don't want to get killed. Don't shoot me. Don't stab me. No, he was cool though. He looked at me. He was like, what's up? And I was like, can I get a picture? Like, what's up, dude? I was like, can I get a picture? I was like, thank you so much for the show. He's like, yeah. He's like, make it quick. And I got a picture, and then my friend jumps in right behind us, and like, he's like, hey, he's all fucked up. And I was like, he was like, Dre thought he was, Nickatina thought he was like a photo bomber, and he like kind of was like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, it's cool, it's my friend. And I took a picture, and like I took like 3 of them, and then we got the 3 pictures, and I got one good one, and I was like, fuck yes. And bro, I was so happy after that. I was like, hell yeah. I got to meet the dude real quick. Like, I kind of felt like a little fanboy, but I was like, fuck that. Like, next time, maybe I could meet him, but I was like, and then I look back at the picture, and I'm like, me and my buddy are like cheesing it, and he's just straight up thugged out, just straight face. I'm like, oh yeah, this fool's a gangster. He's not gonna smile. I was just like, I feel so dumb, but I was so happy. I was just like, I don't care. I'm gonna cheese it. This guy's hella cool. I was like, fuck that. I don't care what anyone thinks. I was like, fuck yeah, I just met Dre. I'm hella happy. Like, I can't put on a straight face right now. So I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, this is a good one. So, yeah, that was really fun. I had a good time with that. And then afterwards, me and him were just hanging around the town, just walking around. Got some food, I think. Yeah, we just got little snacks at the store, and then he got a couple drinks, and then we were on our way. And I was like, dude, because I was supposed to see Nickatina in Manteca, of all places, back in the day, and then they canceled it, and they said it was going to be in Modesto, and then I don't know if I just didn't, I gave the tickets back to the person who sold them to me, and I got my money back, but I don't know if he ever went to Modesto or where it went. I was like, fuck that. And then I was supposed to see him at X Fest with Tech 9, and I left too early because I had to fucking go to work the next day. I was like, man. And everyone said the X Fest show was super dope. I think it was like 2012 or 2013 or something like that. I don't know. No, it was probably like 2014 or something like that. I can't remember when X Fest was, but it was a long ass time ago. Yeah, I could have saw them then, but I never saw them. So I was like, dude, when I saw him for the first time, and it was like something way different than he always does, I was like, dude, this is sick. I gotta meet him, or at least get a picture. So that was the highlight of that day. That was probably, what was it, like, that was back in June? Yeah, like a month ago. It was pretty sweet. Something I thought I would have never thought of see myself doing was like going to an orchestra, but it was because it was one of my favorite rappers' songs. I was like, dude, like they should do that shit more often. Like just remake people's songs. When people do, like Metallica's done that. They had like an orchestra of their songs for some of them, or with them. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, dude, I gotta get to more concerts and more shows, more often, more comedy shows too, because I love comedy. But I've seen Bill Burr, seen Chris D'Elia, and I know there's one more. I've seen a third comedian. Could have sworn I have. Chris D'Elia, Bill Burr. Who's the third person I've seen? No? Is that it? Just the two? Wow, I'm fucking lacking. But I'm seeing Bert in September. Bert Kreischer. I don't know if anyone knows. The Machine! He's one of my favorites too. I could have sworn there was a third person I've seen. And Dean Del Rey was the opener for Bill Burr. He was hella funny. Bill Burr, Chris D'Elia. That's it. Man. That sucks. Tom Segura is my next person I need to see, but he's like doing his European and like other country tours right now. So like, I don't know. Next time he's gonna do like a California show. I'm not, because I can't afford to travel and go see his show. So I'm like, once he gets local, I'll go see his show. But Yeah, Tom Segura is super funny. He's one of my favorites. I watch his podcast all the time. Him and Christina P., his wife, they have a podcast called Your Mom's House. Yeah, they're him and Bill Burr are like my big inspirations for wanting to do a podcast because I listen to those guys all the time. That and Joe Rogan, but like I wouldn't. I mean, I guess I could do Joe Rogan style, but like I don't know many interesting people. But I do like to have interesting people on and tell good stories, like I did for my first episode. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. But yeah. Shit, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, interesting stories. I'm trying to have more people on, like my buddy. Talk about. I can't really say unless he wants to talk about it, but yeah, I want to have my buddy on talk about some stuff, and then, I know my friend's got some good crazy stories, and I've got some stories I want to tell them, and I can tell them here right now, but, I don't know, I'll probably save it for another time. Because I have a story about South Dakota I really want to tell. I've told a little bit about it, I think, on the second episode, but no, just my time in there, just the cops and whatnot. But there's a time where give you a little tidbit. That I can't even talk right now. The stripper incident in South Dakota. I'm just gonna leave it at that. There was a stripper incident, and it has to do with me and my best buddy that I lived out there with, and yeah, it's a pretty good story. So if anyone's interested in hearing that, leave it in the comments below. You know, and also like and subscribe, please. It actually means a lot. I'm trying to build this as much as I can. More subscribers I get, the more likes, the more you'll see my stuff, and hit the bell icon too, so you get every notification about my podcast, so you can watch it as soon as possible. But yeah, that's just my little YouTube rant right there. I have to do that to promote it. Like, I need to get the word out there. I want to get the word out there. This is fun. I like talking. I don't really talk to people that much anymore, like during the day, because I'm always working by myself. So it's like I gotta talk. I gotta talk, get my fucking words out, man. Get my feelings out. Get my anger out. Get my happiness out. Yeah, like I don't know. It's just good to talk. And then even though I'm not talking to someone, I'm talking to whoever wants to listen to this. So it's good. It's fun. I really hope this fan doesn't fuck up the audio. It probably does, but it's super hot in here. And, yeah, I just needed to record something because I wanted to get some content out there. I gotta be consistent for you guys. I might do a little editing on this. I don't know. I might just do another raw episode. You guys let me know what you like. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Talk about anything. I'm not a very political person, so don't even bring that up. Sports I could talk about. I'm not really too... I could talk about skateboarding all day. Skateboarding's cool. I like cars. I like turtles. I got 2 tortoises. One's name's Koopa, and the other one's name's Shelly. Well, technically they're my brothers, but, we live together, so... And those guys are pretty funny. Koopa straight up just sprints, runs laps all day, and Shelly just buries herself all day. They're the complete opposite people. It's like me. It's pretty much the representation of me and my brother. I'm Koopa, and he's Shelly. It's funny because I named Koopa, too. I was going to name him Bowser, but I was like, nah, he's not going to be that big. So I was like, let's go with Koopa. And then if he does get big, I'll call him King Koopa. Loophole there, but yeah, I'm just trying to think of what to eat tonight, and probably just gonna go with frozen food again because I'm fat. But anyways, I'll probably edit that last part out. But thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. That's all I could really think of to talk about for today. It's a good 30 minutes that I've done. I guess I shouldn't have really based it off that, but I need at least 30 minutes out there, you know. Gotta get, get something. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to hear that story from South Dakota. I got more stories. But yeah, this was Sweet Nothings with your host, Sugaman. Stay sweet.